everyone. In today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the projects that I plan to make this year for Christmas gifts. I love to do handmade Christmas gifts. I think it's a fun opportunity to maybe make projects that you wouldn't normally make or use different like colors or styles that are out of your usual. And it's just nice to give people something that you've made with your own two hands. In my family, our gifts every year need to be handmade, thrifted, or local. So it's a nice handmade gift that I can give to the people that I care about. So I wanted to give you the rundown on what I plan to make this year. And I'm going to hopefully film quite a bit of me actually making the projects as well. So I thought I'd get you on the same page. We can talk about what my plans are. And then I also just wanted to share some other Christmas gift ideas that I won't be using this year, but I think are really interesting, fun, cute. I'm hoping for some that are maybe a little bit more unique and some that are easier, smaller, and won't take a ton of time for holiday gifting. There's a mix of both crochet and knit, both in the projects that I'm going to be making and the ones that I'm going to share with you. And I will include the patterns for anything that I can find patterns for in the description box below. And I'm also going to link my Pinterest box down below. If you want to go check that out, I'll have all of these ideas pinned on a Christmas present ideas board as well. So without further ado, let's hop into the gifts that I'm going to be making this year. And I just have my notes down here, so if I'm looking down, that's why. But the first person that I'm making a gift for is my mom. She is a Taurus, so she's a very homemaker. She loves interior design, is really into the vibe of her home. So I thought it'd be fun to make her some home decor pieces. My mom is the perfect person to make a homemade gift for. She always wears the things that I make, knows how to care for the things that I make. Even way back at the start of my crochet journey, she was wearing the stuff that I made for her, which was very sweet. So I love making gifts for her. But this year, I think I'm going to do tea towels for her. I found some really beautiful patterns. I'm still not sure if I'm going to knit them or crochet them, but I really like especially these kind of more colorful ones or ones that have a little bit of a special detail to them. I think they'd look so nice in her kitchen, and whether they're used for every day or they're a little bit more of a decor piece, I think they'll be really nice. And I have a lot of cotton left over from a Hobie cotton mystery bag, and a lot of it is in blues, and blue is her color and the color that's in her kitchen. So I want to do something with a bunch of different tones of blue. So that's my plan for her, is some really special, really kind of intricate tea towels that she can display in her kitchen. And then the next person on my list is my brother. My brother was the only person that had a specific request for me this year, and honestly I kind of find it easier when people do tell me exactly what they want. But he wants a pair of mittens, and I was doing a little bit of research, and my brother rides his bike all the time, even in the wintertime. And so I wanted to make him some mittens that are convertible, where you can take the flap off of the top and have your fingers out, because I thought when he's riding his bike, it would be nice to be able to still use his hands, and then he can cover it with the mitten when he's done. So I actually already made a little bit of a prototype mitten. I will share the pattern, like I said, down below, but this is what it's looking like right now. And it has this flap so that your fingers can be out. I'll try it on for you so that you can see. But it can be a full mitten, or you can flip this down and have your fingers out. So I thought when he's riding his bike, it would be nice and keep his hands nice and warm. It will have a thumb eventually, but that's kind of what I was going for. And my brother is also a vegan, so he doesn't wear wool. So I wanted to find something that was going to still be warm and comfy and cozy for him and still have the look of wool. So for that prototype mitten, I used the Charisma acrylic by Loops and Threads, and I really liked this as a vegan wool alternative. It has such a nice texture to it. That gives it that wool look, and it's really plushy and really soft. And when I knit it up into the mitten, it felt like it was really warm and dense. So I think it will keep his hands nice and warm while he's on the bike. I had bought this color in store. I don't know how it's coming across on screen, but when I saw it in the store, it looked like a dark brown to me, but when I brought it home, it kind of has like a plum undertone to it, which I don't think is totally my brother's style. So I'm going to go back to Michael's and pick up a bit of a different color, but this is what I made the prototype mittens out of. And I'm sure I'll find something to do with this yarn, but if you're looking for a vegan wool alternative, I really liked the Charisma yarn. And then next is my dad. My dad is very hard to make gifts for, and he really appreciates them. He loves the handmade gifts. He really gets into it, but it's just hard to find things that I think he'll actually either wear or use that I can hand make for him. I was originally thinking socks for him. I gave it a try. I hate knitting socks, so I will not be doing that. I love my dad, but not enough to knit him a pair of socks. But I was doing a little bit more research, and my dad really likes to wear hats. So whether it's a baseball cap, but he really likes kind of like a page boy style, like a newspaper kind of style of hat, or like a nicer, dressier hat. And I found a couple crochet patterns for this style of hat. I'll show them on the screen so that you can take a look. But I think that they're really interesting. I'm not 100% sure if he will wear something like this, but I do think it's a nice kind of cold weather alternative to the types of hats that he usually wears. And I think it'd be interesting to try and make. So I think that's what I'm gonna make for him. If he hates it, that's okay. But I just think that they're like interesting, and I could see him wearing it. So a little bit of a different one for my dad, but I think he'll be into it. So going to make that for him. And then the last person on my list is my sister. And again, my sister is also quite hard to make gifts for. I just find it like tricky to think about like, ooh, she would love that. But I think I've landed on something that she'll like, and it is a wine bottle koozie sling situation. So I had been seeing these on my Pinterest for a long time. I think they're absolutely gorgeous and a really nice way to gift someone a bottle of wine, even if it's like a housewarming or something. I think they're really nice, and they make a bottle of wine look really special. Of course, I'll put a bottle of wine in her wine bottle holder, but then you can use it afterwards to like take your water bottle out on a walk with you, or you can re-gift it the next time that you're giving a bottle of wine to someone. So I think that'll be a really nice and practical gift that she will actually use, and that I'm really excited to make as well. I just think that they're so pretty, and I really think I can use like a nice color and make it look really good. So I'm excited to make that for her. And then the last kind of general gift that I'm going to just make a bunch of are reusable grocery bags and reusable produce bags, like smaller little mesh bags that you can put produce in at the grocery store. I feel like people always need a reusable bag, and I really love making reusable bags too. I think that's kind of key for Christmas gifts, is picking something that you don't hate to make, because then you're going to not want to finish the project. It's not going to be fun. Hand making something for someone else is a balance of you and them. So forcing yourself to make something that you really hate, I think, is a recipe for disaster. But that's why I think making something that I really enjoy, which is reusable bags, will be a nice gifting option. And I just think it's a nice gifting option. Everyone can always use reusable bags, and you can tailor the color and the style to match the person. So going to be making a lot of reusable bags as well. So that should be fun. Lots of things to make on the horizon. But then I also wanted to talk about some Christmas gift ideas. These were some that like made my short list but didn't end up making it to like my final list, or things that I just think are really fun and giftable that I wanted to share with you guys. So the first thing on my list is plant pot covers. I think that they are so cute. They're really customizable. You can make them to match the person's home decor, their style. They could go with the vibe of the plant that they're going to go into. And they just add a really nice bit of color and texture to someone's home decor. And they're an easy way to use different scraps of yarn. I would probably make these out of a cotton yarn, like a lily sugar and cream. But I just think that they're so nice. And if you have a plant lover in your life, I think it's a really perfect and thoughtful gift for them. Another homeware related gift, and one that I almost decided to make for my mom, are placemats. I think there are some absolutely beautiful, especially crochet placemats. You can pick, again, like colors that match their color scheme, a shape that you like. I really do like a circular placemat, but you could do a rectangle. You could do a table runner as well. I've seen some crochet and some knit table runners that are really pretty. But I think that placemats are a really nice giftable item, and they can be used on like special occasions to make someone's table look beautiful. So I love the idea of gifting a placemat. And then these are a little bit of a wild card, but I thought that they were really fun, and it's fridge magnets. I saw a few different patterns for especially like food related fridge magnets, and I think they're so cute. You can make a little set, especially if there's someone in your life that loves like quirky things, fun fridge magnets. I have fun fridge magnets on my fridge, and now I'm like, oh, I should crochet some other ones. But I think they're really cute, really sweet, and just a small, easy item to gift someone. Even when you're not 100% sure of their style, I think a fridge magnet is a really safe project for that. And then cup cozies. This isn't like reinventing the wheel. I feel like it's a pretty standard gift, but I think for someone that's really hard to make a handmade gift for, a cup cozy is a good fallback. It can be like taller ones that fit over like a tall can or a pop can. It can be the shorter ones that just kind of wrap around for like a hot drink. I also saw these mitten style ones that wrap around your whole hand. And I think those are really funny if you know someone that's like outdoors a lot. I'm Canadian, and so there's lots of people that are outside in like the cold winter days also holding a cold drink. So I thought that these were really funny for that. But just a really good, safe option, and you can really customize, again, the color, the texture, using stripes, using checkers, to make them customizable. You could even include like their initial in crochet, like a tapestry style crochet, if you wanted to do something like that and make it even more personalized, and gift it with one of their favorite drinks as well. So I think that's a nice kind of full gift. And next we have pouches, just every kind of pouch, whether it's a sunglasses case, a laptop sleeve, a makeup bag. There are so many different kinds of crochet pouches, and I feel like we all are looking for things to put our things in, so it feels really practical to me, especially some of the ones that I've been seeing using like t-shirt yarn. I think those ones look really nice. I made this AirPod pouch the other day, and it's just two granny squares with this little kind of like slip tie that holds your AirPods, and I've been using it like crazy. I made one of these for one of my friends too, and she really loved it. And it's such a quick little gift, but it's so cute, and I think really, really handy as well, especially if you're always losing your AirPods or leaving them at home like I am. Having them in a cute little case makes it a lot easier to remember. But I just think pouches in general are a really practical gift that a lot of people genuinely need. So I recommend doing some pouches. And bag charms also continue to be really trendy this year. And I think making bag charms, you can get like little keychain key rings just off of like Amazon, and add your own little bag charms, which I think are so cute. I love this croissant one. The little I-cord pretzel I think is so cute. And they're a really quick one to whip up and either add to a gift or like give to an acquaintance, that kind of thing. But I just think that they are so, so adorable. The sardines too, they're so cute, so precious. And I would love to receive a bag charm. So that one is selfishly on the list for me, but I really, really love the idea of giving a bag charm. And then if you want to give someone a wearable, but you don't want to make an entire garment, like a sweater, to give to them, I really love the idea of just customizing a t-shirt. So I love these granny square options, and you just make like one granny square or a couple granny squares, and you can either sew or fabric glue it onto a t-shirt. I think this is a really nice way to be like, I handmade you something that you can wear without having to invest like 40 hours into making a sweater to gift. I do have a tutorial for some crochet graphic tees. I'll have it come up on the screen somewhere here if you want to check that out, and I show you how I make the graphic and stick it to the t-shirt. They're a little bit more summery, but the concept is still the same. But I think that this is really fun, and especially if you have like a trendy fashion girly in your life, I think that these are really unique and something none of their friends will have but will really love. So I think that this is a really fun one. And then the last two are sportier options. I saw this tennis racket cover on Pinterest and it's so cute. If I knew literally anyone that played tennis, I would be making this tennis racket cover for them. I think it's so unique and cute and beautiful, and I just think that's so smart. So if you have any tennis players in your life, I highly recommend you make one of those. But in the same kind of vein, I think a yoga mat strap or a yoga mat bag is really handy. So many people have a yoga mat. So many people need to take their yoga mat somewhere. So you can make those with macrame, you can make them with crochet. I'm sure you could knit them as well. But giving them some way to kind of carry their yoga mat around, I think is really, really handy. This is something that I genuinely want to make for myself too. I think it'd be really helpful. And you can make them, again, so cute, really customized. You could add things like beads to give it a little bit more like texture. You can add like wooden rings to where the yoga straps connect. I think there's a lot of ways to add some really nice kind of like professional touches so that it still feels handmade, but it has a little bit of that like quality to it as well. So I love the idea of doing a yoga mat strap, a tennis racket strap. If I can find any other like sports related ones, I'll put them down below, but I just thought that those ones were super, super cute. And then finally, for music lovers in your life, this was one that I considered for my dad as well, is making a tapestry crochet of one of their favorite album covers. I love the idea of like thinking about what their favorite artist is or what their favorite album is and translating that into a tapestry crochet project. You can upload your images into like Stitch Fiddle and it'll give you a graph, or use graph paper, kind of chart it out. But I think that that feels really special, and then mounting it on something like a wooden dowel to give to them. This one's a little bit more labor intensive, but I think for a music lover is really nice, and making it the same dimensions as like a vinyl album cover I think would be really, really nice too, especially if they have like somewhere where they listen to vinyls or something, they can hang it over their listening setup. And so I think that one's a nice one if you have any big music fans in your life and you can really honor their love of music in that way. But that is everything that I plan on making and gifting for Christmas, and also hopefully some ideas to inspire your Christmas gifts this holiday season. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to film a lot of my making of these projects, probably more as like little vlogs. So keep your eye out for those as I work on them. I'll kind of put them up here. But I'd love to know as well what you plan on making for this holiday season, if you plan on making anything, if you don't give handmade gifts to people. I know there's lots of people that do not do that, so I'd love to know about that too. But if you have any ideas, leave them down below. If there's any of these ideas that I shared that you really like, let me know too. It's always good to know what gifts people are into, so definitely let me know that as well. But that is everything that I have to share for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!